So we have the back mounts mounted on the TV with the proper screws. What we want to do now is find the distance between the bottom of the TV to this clip right here. This is where it's going to go into the mount. This is where we need to have the mount on the wall. Just by having this very simple measurement, we're gonna get it perfect. So it's 16 3/4. All right, so we're gonna stick the TV on this wall here. First thing we need to figure out is the height of this. This is a little bit high, but that's not gonna matter. I know I want the TV 8 inches higher than this. So when we come back, we're gonna open up the TV, we're gonna put the back brackets on, and we're gonna measure from the bottom of the TV to the top of the bracket, and that's gonna give us how high we need it on this wall. We are gonna map this wall out. I'll show you again how to do that. We're gonna use that painter's tape and the marker, and everything's gonna be perfect, promise. When we come back, everything's gonna be moved out. We're gonna move the power from down here. There's another outlet down here. We're gonna move the power up so it is behind the TV. Everything's gonna look beautiful, promise. All right, so 60 3/4 is where we want to mount the top of our bracket. That's taking into consideration the height of our media chest, and that's also taking into consideration the extra 8 inches that I want between the top of the media chest to the bottom of the TV. In case we decide to put a sound bar, there'll be plenty of room there. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to measure 60 1/4, 3/4, 60 3/4, that's right there.
All right.
And that's perfect. So this is the beginning of our mapping. We're using this blue tape to be able to draw our lines, draw where we want to put our holes, and we're also going to be able to mark where we find our studs behind it, all without screwing up my paint job, which I spent entirely way too much time doing. But yeah, so this is basically going to be the start of the project here. I'm going to make our line. We're going to grab our mount.
I'll hold this.
Right, so 60 3/4. That's going to put us right there. That's where the top of our bracket's going to be. So, very simply, we're going to grab our bracket. We're going to make sure that it is the proper way, and then flip it around, because this is the line that we want to use right now. Want to put it up right up to our mark. Put our level on it. That looks good to me.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hold this side.
All right. So this is our top level mark. When we come back, we're actually going to put our screws down here. Why are we going to do that? Because there's a difference in spacing between the top of the mount and the screw holes. So keep that in mind. One thing that I really do love about this mount, and I will say this right now, is that it is long enough to go to 2 studs. Getting 2 studs is paramount in getting a nice solid mount for this particular situation.
I do agree.
Yeah, right?
All right. And remember, we do have aluminum studs. So this process is going to be mounting the TV with aluminum studs.
I think we should find some studs.
Okay.
I think that's
That's
going to be most important here. So we have an existing outlet down here. You can't see it. I promise it's there. You'll see it later. I know there's a stud on one side of this outlet. That's just how construction works.
Mhm.
What side it's going to be on, I don't know. The right side. Perfect. So we know we have one stud here, guaranteed about 16 inches over. We're going to have another one. Stud number 2.
Bingo.
That's going to be perfect.
All right.
So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and mark it exactly where the stud is,
Okay.
because we are going to be drilling through it. So I can see my outlets right there. So guaranteed right here is about where it's going to start beeping. Center. And we're going to mark it. Let's start it again. Pull it over. Center. And we mark it. That's all there is to it. That is literally all there is to mapping.
All right. Sounds easy enough.
Right. So now we can hold up our mount, and we know that we can put a screw right through here and a screw right through here on the top and bottom and catch a stud. And that's very, very important. These TVs, they're expensive. They weigh a lot. You don't want to fuck with this shit.
No, don't.
But we are going to show you how easy this is. I mean, this is borderline simple.
All right. So
Right.
let's get to it.
All right, so we're back with the final mapping, and as you can see, everything's drawn out on the wall. Once we pull the tape off, you won't see any of it. This is the top of our bracket. This is where we need to drill the holes. Very simple, very easy. I know we said we're going to be using a 1/2-inch drill bit. We're going to do a method called walking up. So we're going to start with a smaller drill bit, and we're going to progressively keep going up until we get to a 1/2 inch. And that's going to not only save wear on our drill bits, but it's also going to make this a little bit easier. So this is our mark. There we go. We got our stud. And that's all there is to it. We're going to do 4 more of these. So this is exactly how a strap toggle works. We drilled through our aluminum stud. It's very thin. What's going to happen is we're going to put that right through the hole, right? And then we're going to push back on these pins and pull it nice and tight up against the wall. Then we're going to slide this plastic piece here all the way up to the wall. And this is going to hold a shit ton of weight. All right? So basically we pull it back, stick it in, pull it up against the stud. It's nice and straight, you can tell. And then we strap it down. Very simple. Do it again. Stick it in. Pull it straight. Strap it down. It's beautiful. Then all you got to do is push up, push down, break these pieces off, and that's going to give you a nice, solid mount.